GA GN Degens, Diamond Hands, and everybody in between. And welcome back to the Door Show. And as always, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, I am your humbled, honored, and clearly always hyped host, Colton Cap and Colt Soroka, and I can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by, hang out with your boy, today's special guest of the day, the Standing Tuesday guest for a dose of the usual token nonsense, and do our own research together. No DYOR over here, hence the door. Now, before we get into anything today, a couple of items I need you to take care of for me. Item number one, please take a quick second to smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you are currently ingesting the Door Show on. If you are watching on YouTube, you might as well hit that notification bell down there as well, or wherever the hell it is on your screen, so you never miss any of the additional content dropping here on this channel. Or if you're watching on the Bird app, hit that follow button and that notification bell over there, and then slide over to YouTube. I'll tell you why here in just a minute, but make sure you hit those two aforementioned buttons so you never miss any of the DHM social media content. Or
if you are listening to this podcast on your favorite podcast directory, make sure you hit that follow button or that subscribe button right here and right now, as the audio of every live episode of this here Door Show releases after each episode is complete.
Next item up on deck, you can be so kind, you can find it in that big old diamond hand heart of yours to do so while you're watching today's show. Hey, maybe hit that other like button, hit that retweet, leave me a comment, leave me a rating, jump on over yonder in the live YouTube chat, and only the live YouTube chat. Why? Three key reasons. Number one, it is how we start every show, by saying GM, hey, hi, hello to all the members of the Diamond Hand fam located in that there YouTube chat. Number two, it is how me and you stay in constant contact throughout the duration of every single episode, because it is the only platform that I can see the comments on. And number three, it is how you can enter into the Door Show giveaway of the day if we hit a certain viewership holding. I will tell you guys about that if we get close to it. I'll let you guys know. But if we do touch that, we will release the secret phrase of the day, and you can simply enter into the Daily Door Show giveaway of the day by commenting that secret phrase in the live YouTube chat. Last but certainly not least, hit that share button. Send this on over to your brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, friends, enemies, and neighbors. People who live on the opposite side of the globe as you, but you were referred to as a good old-fashioned diamond hander. Somebody who can handle the downs of the market as well as the ups. We'll just about call it the arket, but it is the market as well as the ups, and could use a little bit of extra knowledge and insights down here in the downs while we're hanging out for a little while. Can't thank you enough when you do all of that. It only helps me and all of the boys that are part of the Diamond Hand Media Group make this show and all of our shows bigger and better for each and every one of you. Woo! We back, baby, live in prime time, the Door Show, doing our own research with your boy, Cap and Colt. You see it down there. Follow me if you don't already, and make sure you follow the aforementioned Diamond Hand Media Group at the DHM Group. I can't thank you enough for spending your hard-earned time with me. You could be 1,000,001 places, but you decided to have a little bit of a mental vacation here with your boy. For that, I can't thank you enough, and I will pay it back to you guys with one electric show. But before we get into that, let's say, hey, how you doing? To all the members of the Diamond Hand fam, whether new or old, joining us here live in the chat. First one, man, he seems to be taking home the bacon here as of late. Jonathan Marconi, the unlucky winner, turning into the lucky winner. GM, my brother, throwing a little peace, love, and positivity your way this morning. Hopefully you're having a great start to the day. Chris Ahumada got beat by an hour and 20 minutes. An hour and 20 minutes. Cuzzo, are you all right? You feeling good? The Diamond Hand fam's whooping your ass lately. What's the deal, bro? GM, good to see you. Let's see if I fuck it up today. I won't. GM, DZ, appreciate you being here as always. How about that? Didn't fuck it up today. You the man. Shout out to you for our conversation this morning. I love you, brother. I appreciate you always being in my corner. What up, Junkie? GM, man. Great to see you. Appreciate you being in here. Mr. Champion of the dill pickle variety. GM, good sir. Kim Lawrence. GM, Kim. Great to see you. Appreciate you being in here. My brother, OG Muncha, on the other side of the pond. What's going on? Appreciate you allowing me to invade dinner, as always, good sir. Jeff Oglesby, what's up, buddy? Hopefully you're having a great day at work. I know you're rocking and rolling. Can't thank you enough for popping in the live chat. You are the man. Chadma, what's up, my brother? GM, Merry Chadmas to you, good sir. Can't wait to kick off the festivities here with Travis Shirley. I know you guys kicked things off this morning. I bet that space was absolutely electric. Day 2 of Chadmas just wrapped up in paper. No plastic this time around. Thank you, Dr. J, for clarifying. Didn't know if we would get that clarification from you. GM, what's up? Sunny Dago. Great to see you, brother. Appreciate you being live in the chat, man. YouTubebomb.com. Crypto Rick, what up? Mr. EGM, great to see you. Jody Roberts, what's poppin'? WTF, the nomies. What's up, Dandy? Great to see you, brother. Appreciate you being in the live chat. I love seeing the nomies YouTube. That's dope. Hell yeah. Cam Jackson, what's up, Camellia? Great to see you this morning. Appreciate you all being in here. YallTheBomb.com, man. This chat's starting to fill up. The show's starting to fill up. As it does, let's get all on the same page. First things first, my friends, got to fix the old mustache here. It's getting on the old lips and it's irritating. Okay, now that's in place. Let's really get on the same page. December the 13th, 2022, my friends. Your national holidays of the day, birthdays, and word of the day. It is the 347th day of the year. Holy shit, does time fly when you're having fun. The 50th day of the week was kicked off yesterday for some reason, or 50th week of the year, not day of the week. What the hell? 50th week of the year was kicked off yesterday for some reason. Couldn't fill you in on that. And now 95% of 2022 is officially done and dusted. Pardon me. It is National Violin Day, so if you got some strings, that's kind of how violins sound. I don't know. If you're a violin player, hey, go celebrate. Also, pick a pathologist. That's why I said also. Pick a pathologist date. Say that 5 times fast. Pick a pathologist, pick a pathologist, pick a pathologist, pick a pathologist, pick a pathologist. Actually, not as hard as I once thought. Okay, never mind. National Guard's birthday as well. Shout out to all of our members of the armed forces, especially the National Guard's Day on their birthday. It's National Day of the Horse. If you got a horse, go ride it and celebrate, baby. And it's National Cocoa Day. You know what I like? I tell you, I'm Weissican, man. Nobody wants to believe me, but I always tell you, man. Check it out. Abuelita. There is nothing that beats a hot steaming cup. You put some leche in a pot, you get it nice and bubbly. You drop a couple cubes of that abuelita in there, stir it all together, dump it in your cup. You ain't ever had anything better. I'm telling you, Weissican, man. And then name another white boy who enjoys abuelita, goes out of their way to get abuelita during this time of the year. Well, me. I don't know any other ones, but I tell you what, I'm going to be chug-a-lugging it today because I do believe I got some bricks up there in the old shelf. We might have to break one out and celebrate National Cocoa Day. Oh, it was a birthday, the National Guard's birthday, and we got some other birthdays to celebrate. Some big names you might know of. T. Swizzle, Taylor Swift having a birthday today. Amy Lee, Dick Van Dyke, not the appliance world from Decatur, Illinois, the actual real Dick Van Dyke. Jamie Foxx, a lot of that joke probably went over a lot of your heads. I don't know why I even said that. There's literally probably nobody from Decatur, Illinois that watches this show. Matt Ox, if you don't know Matt Ox, he's like 12 years old and just slanging dirty beats. Steve Buscemi and Ted Nugent. Shout out to Uncle Teddy. Couple of bunch of legends actually having birthdays today. And your word of the day, so we can expand our vocabulary before we get into it. Because what other show in Web3 is doing this for you? What other show is telling you what days you get to celebrate, giving you something to be cheerful about instead of talking about all the bullshit? What other show is telling you birthdays that you could celebrate? Maybe you potentially have a birthday and you share it with a celebrity. What other show is sharing difficult words that nobody else wants to talk about to expand the entire Diamond Hand Media fam's vocabulary? None. I don't see it. So we begin with fiduciary. 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 Fiduciary is a formal word relating to or involving trust, such as the trust of a customer and a professional. Used in a sentence to help you understand a bit more. If this is the first time you're hearing that, don't know why it would be. Commonly used word, but the bank's fiduciary obligations are clearly stated in the contract. Fiduciary. There you go, kids. Your national holidays, your word of the day, and some birthdays peppered in there for you for this beautiful December the 13th, 2022. We got a lot to talk about today. I got graphics to run through. We got all types of stuff. And then we got Token Tuesday to get on the opposite side of the first segment of the day, my friends. You know the drill. And if you don't know, you won't know, but your ass is about to get familiar with Word on the Chain. Hey, cheers to all you beautiful humans sipping on the black elixir of the gods. If you are still enjoying, whether it's 1 o'clock or whether it's 10 o'clock right now, I don't care. You can drink coffee all damn day for all I give a shit. Just not after 7 o'clock. Yeah, probably not after 5 o'clock. Probably not after 4, because then you just be up all hours of the night. But you doggone degenerates don't go to bed anyway, so what the fuck does it matter? Oh, who am I? Drink coffee whenever the hell you want. Don't listen to me. I'm just a dumbass shows up on your screen from time to time. Oh, baby. Pardon me. A little bit of coffee stuck in the beard. Gosh, that's the one problem about this thing. I tell you what, starting to kind of piss me off. It's getting a little too long. I'm going to be honest with you guys, but I'm going to keep toughing it out for the Diamond Hand fam. It was a resounding grow that some beach out, so I'm going to keep toughing it out. But my friends, let's get into it. Your current Ethereum, Bitcoin, and crypto prices brought to you courtesy of CryptoBubbles.com to kick off Word on the Chain. Little combination, red and green today. Nothing major to report, but we will tell you the current prices. A little bit of a run for crypto overnight. If you saw, CPI came out, Consumer Price Index came out at 7.1 when it was predicted to be 7.3. So that obviously means inflation is inflation is cooling. So that's good. You love to see that. Never a bad thing. However, I think we're still in the shits. I think that everybody needs to just relax a little bit. Don't go crazy just because you see these numbers or you hear me say these numbers and go run into the damn exchanges to try and get in before you miss a bull. I don't think this is the bull. I think this is just a quick, brief, minor pump with everybody thinking that the world is returning to normal. And we'll talk about it a little later on. Once I get through these, I really don't think the world is returning back to normal. I think we are only at the precipice of what all is to come, if you will. But in the one spot right now, Bitcoin BTC at a price per of $17,675 USD. So about $1,000 run from yesterday to today. $340 billion market cap, 24-hour volume of 27 billion. It's down 0.6% on the hour, but up 3.8% on the day and 3.9% up on the week. In the two spot, Ethereum, ETH, is at a price per of 1,312. It was bouncing around right about 1,340 this morning when I looked at it, so it's leveled out, but still above that $1,300 threshold. $161 billion on the market cap, 24-hour volume of 9 billion. It's down 0.9% on the hour, but a little bit better than Bitcoin, up 4.6% on the day and 4.3% up on the week. How's Flow looking? Flow took a bit of a hit, and it's not looking much better. Flow is still sitting at $94 or $94. Yeah, we all fucking wish that would be 94 cents USD, market cap of 976 million, current 24-hour volume of 44 million. It's down 2% on the hour, up a measly 0.7% on the day, and down still a whopping 14.4% on the week. We'll go to Polygon next because word on the chain is that Solana's been doing some things, but we'll wait. Let's check out Polygon and Matic, 92 cents USD, $8 billion market cap, 24-hour volume of 422 million. It's down 0.9% on the hour, but up 3.8% on the week and up 1.1% on the day. Last but certainly not least, day and week. I flipped there. My bad. Got a little bit too excited about Solana because Solana, after going down in the dumps, low 13s and change, now back to where it's been sitting. Solana, $13.67 USD, $5 billion on the market cap, 24-hour volume of 317 million, down 0.6% on the hour, up 3.6% on the day, and down 2.7% on the week. Now, close your damn charts. Stop worrying about them. You don't need, unless you're a doggone day trader, unless your name's Chadma, stop staring down the fucking charts. You don't need any. Let the TA guys handle it for now. There's no reason to be losing your doggone mind. Now, also, back to how I started this at the beginning. The big thing, and I'll talk to Travis about this. We'll get into a rabbit hole for sure. The big thing with recession and why we're not in a recession, even though we've had consistent negative quarters of GDP, our unemployment still remains right around 3%. In order to have a true recession, you need unemployment around 6 to 7%. I was listening to Grant Cardone and Kevin O'Leary, and I'm actually going to tell you guys a little bit about some of the stuff I listened to and some of the notes I took this morning. And Kevin O'Leary, towards the end of the show, could not get over how much of a recession we are in, how much it feels like that, but he can't get anybody to go to work. He says, in a recession, everybody wants to work. Nobody wants to work right now. He can't hire anyone. So it leads you down the path of, all right, has unemployment numbers just not kicked in yet? What's going on? Because when I go around to Walmart, for instance, there's one checkout line open now, and there's literally nobody in the aisles. You can't find anybody to ask him any questions. It just doesn't exist. Nobody wants to work anymore. So how unemployment has stayed so low with it just being so obvious? I mean, go to your backyard. Look at your local Walmart, Kroger's, whatever, Mariano's, whatever you use. Go to Target. Go to all of these places, even the gas stations, the corner stores. Everywhere is hiring, but they've been hiring for months and months and months and months and months. Nobody wants to work. So when will that unemployment number hit? Maybe sometime in 2023, and maybe not. Maybe not. But it just still seems a little fishy. And this is macro scale, right? Because we got to remember, we always say, oh, Web3 IRL. This is IRL. That market impacts what we are doing here today. So just some things to think about that a lot of people are talking about. A lot of people are tweeting about it and keeping stuff up to date. But I just kind of wanted to put it in layman's terms and kind of what to expect and why the government can get away with saying this isn't a recession. It's simply because of the unemployment numbers. And if the unemployment numbers skyrocket, even with where recession cooling down, what we got to realize is that the inflation number, I said CPI earlier. CPI came down 0.2%. Inflation, core inflation is at 7.1%. The Fed's goal is 2%. 2%, and we're still at 7.1. We have a very long way to go, and God forbid that unemployment catches up. We will hit a severe recession and a severe depression. But relax, cool, chill out, take another sip of coffee. Nice deep breath. I'm just spitting facts to you. Hey, let's get on the same page. No. I'm not trying to stir up fear. Everybody run for the hills. Everybody relax. All right, take another sip of coffee. Let's get into some fun stuff. Aha. Word on the chain has it. Item number 2. Well, I thought we were going to get into some fun stuff soon. Well, apparently in the last 24 hours, per Bloomberg, $2 billion and counting in digital assets have been taken off of the Binance platform. One day after ape staking released on Binance, what does this mean? That's not just retail money, right? $2 billion is not retail money just quick exiting. There's the powers that be are at work, and your boys has got his eyes and ears to the chain and to the streets, and he's been trying to figure it out. And I don't know which direction is up anymore, but I just keep showing up and telling you what the hell is going on. Not a good look for Binance at all, especially after releasing ape staking. Holy cannoli. But I am not here to debate whether they're going belly up or not. They did temporarily pause withdrawals this morning, which was absolutely bananas. That later was found out to be because the bank that processes those withdrawals was closed. Crypto never closes. The banks do. A little bit of something to think about, so don't freak out if you saw that, oh my gosh, Binance was pausing withdrawals. Are they going belly up? Is this the next one? Are they following FTX? No. Relax. But $2 billion in digital assets being removed is Not a good look at all. But I'll tell you what is a good look. Word on the chain, item number 3. Reddit NFTs are booming. How's business? Booming. There have officially, as of a couple hours ago, been over 5 million Reddit avatar NFTs minted to date. They came out in July. 5 million have been minted. What's even more interesting is that they have 4.25 million unique wallets. Out of 5 million NFTs, 4.25 million unique wallets. Out of those 4.25 million, 3.95 million hold only one NFT. So that's just one person grabs one NFT. That's 3.95 million people have just got one NFT. Could you imagine if 3.95 million people just slid over to this side and scooped up some ETH NFT, just one of your favorite project, your favorite 0.03, your 0.05, whatever, the floor that's been struggling? Could you imagine where this space could go? Parabolic, to the moon, like you've never seen it before. So there's the glimmer of hope. There's the light at the end of the tunnel. Why did Reddit have so much success? Because I think they really, truly focused on blurring the lines of NFTs, Web3, blockchain technology, and just what the daily Reddit user knows. I think the daily Reddit user knows at this point what they got themselves into, but since they don't have to be an NFT nerd, it's much easier. Very interesting to see that, especially with how many daily users Reddit has and what they have grown over the last 5 years. I mean, I remember when nobody fucking used Reddit, for crying out loud. Now everybody uses it for content. Goodness gracious almighty. And if you don't, you make content, you got a Twitter page that people tune into, and you don't use Reddit for videos and other applications and stuff like that, you're doing yourself a severe disservice, because that is literally a culmination of content for you to use at your fingertips. Please use Reddit if you're a content creator in any form, shape, or fashion. But word on the chain has it, item number 4. The in-betweeners and Dolce and Gabbana. Dolce and Gabbana. Dolce and Gabbana. Man, Riffraff used to Riffraff used to turn me up. You want to tee up real quick? Turn on the bass boosted version of Riffraff, Dolce and Gabbana. Holy shit. That'll just make you want to put on a beanie, throw a hood over your beanie, and get thugged out faster than you can even get the words out of your mouth. Now, why do I mention? Because Dolce and Gabbana is about to make a stack. A fat stack. Actually, they're probably currently in the process right now of making said fat stack. I tweeted about this yesterday, and apparently it went under the radar. Not as many people as I thought took notice of it, but that's okay, because I brought plenty of graphics to the show today. That's right, my friends. The In-Betweeners and Dolce & Gabbana Drip are partnering with the legendary Gian Piero, who is a fashion designer. Now, the In-Betweeners and Dolce & Gabbana, the UNXT Drip Collection, whatever, is the next installment of collaboration that celebrates works between the two Italian groups. Dolce & Gabbana's heritage shines through in Gian Piero's In-Betweeners and leads into the power excitement of Web3. We'll talk about this more, whatever. What I want you to notice, and why I say they're about to make a stack, look at these numbers. 0.69 at 2 p.m. for the holders. Though that's a holder's mint price. 0.78 is a public allow list, whoever got in on that. And then 0.88, you can barely see it there. Oh, there we go. Scroll out a little bit. Public mint at 3 p.m. Central today is 0.88 ETH. They are about to make a fat fucking stack. I don't know. I guarantee you this sells out. I don't know who's buying into this. I mean, this is lifestyles of the rich and famous, my friends. But who's ever buying into it is buying into something that I think could potentially be really, really special. An exclusive Gian Piero Dolce & Gabbana collaboration, nearly 10 years in the making. That's what got me. Nearly 10 years in the making. So this has just been going on and on and on. And we've known that the internet was going to turn into this. And we're excited to bring it to the life through the In-Betweeners and Dolce & Gabbana and UNXT Drip Collection. The collection comprises of 2,000 digital collectibles designed by In-Betweeners' own Gian Piero. And we'll look back. Okay, so there's 2,000. Let me write down that number. We'll do some rough math just to see what Dolce & Gabbana is about to do. Next, Meet Gian Piero de Alessandro. That is the graphic artist, creative visionary, born and raised in Naples, Italy. You can read all about him. But the message that Gian Piero's art provokes has captivated the attention of brands and celebrities, including Justin Bieber, Netflix, Snoop Dogg, Luke Belair Rose, and more. In addition to In-Betweeners, Gian Piero serves as the sole cartoonist and illustrator at Drew House, a brand co-founded by Justin Bieber. Interesting. Very, very interesting. What about these In-Betweeners? What the hell's the deal? They are an exclusive Jean Piero NFT collection of hand-drawn bears living on the Ethereum blockchain. Each In-Betweener is uniquely based on a combination of 150 plus randomized attributes, aka traits. In-Betweeners spread positivity in the real world and metaverse. We uplift and encourage our own to become wholesome and healthy. Our mission is simple: make the world a more loving place. We're a global crowdsourced community focused on spreading love and positivity, a place where you have thousands of shoulders to lean on. As our identity rises up to the cloud, In-Betweeners keeps us grounded. So Web3, NFTs in general, I mean, is this just selling another fucking pump? Is this what we're looking at here, kids? I mean, hey, I don't want anybody from fucking D&G coming after me. I don't need any lawyers. I'm just speculating here. This is cause for speculation. Don't fucking freak out. But I mean, how many times have you heard this from an NFT project? I mean, I don't know. Hey, I doubt that anybody that's going to spend that kind of ETH on the In-Betweeners is going to floor it or anything, and it's going to go to zero and somebody's going to get left holding the bag. But hey, who's to say, who's to know? The collection utility, what's the deal? The collection is exclusive collaboration between In-Betweeners, Dolce & Gabbana, and UNXT, merging the worlds of fashion, art. Each collectible is redeemable for one of 21 physical pieces reinvented from Dolce & Gabbana's vault. At reveal, the clothes your bear is wearing will be the garment that you will be able to redeem. Oh, shit. Holders will also receive an authenticated print of their revealed bear. Now, that's pretty badass, because that Dolce & Gabbana vault shit, you're not going to get that. You're never going to get that again. There's nobody that can purchase this in the store. So if you hold that NFT, that's the only way. Similar to the Nike Bounces or whatever they're called with the RTKFT, nobody's ever going to be able to buy those, and people are going to be jealous as all shit. And I think that's going to want to make them buy some NFTs. So maybe that's what Dolce & Gabbana is trying to create here. A little bit of FOMO, a little bit of, oh, you're never going to be able to get these out of our vault again, but anybody that holds the NFT gets them. Also, okay, let's go back to this. So let's say 0.69 times 2. Everybody can do easy math, but just so we're all on the same page, 1.38. That is 1.38. And then 0.78 times 10. So that's 7.8 ETH. And then 8, that's 8.8 ETH. So 8.8 ETH, even if 10, I mean, that's here. Let me do an average. So 8.8 plus 7.8 plus 1.38 divided by 3. If they're even selling at an average of 6 ETH, okay, that's an average of 6 ETH. 6 ETH times 2,000 NFTs. They just made 12,000 ETH at a current price of $1,300. They just made $15,600,000. No, I didn't stutter. $15,600,000 if they sell out all of those NFTs, which they will, at an average price of 6 ETH. So, and that's if everybody does their max allowance. That's if everybody gets 10 per wallet, 2 per if you already got an in-betweener before, yada, yada, yada. But that's massive. They're about to make a stack. But my friends, one more item. I wanted to get everybody up to date so you don't have to go scrolling around trying to figure out everything that's going on with the wonderful SBF and FTX and all the good shit. Might as well get you up to date, huh? So everybody knows by now that he was arrested in the Bahamas by Bahamian authorities yesterday. Literally right after the show, maybe a couple hours after the show. That's why I didn't report it. Isn't that interesting? The day before he's scheduled to be at the congressional hearing. Hey, I didn't forget congressional hearing today. Isn't that interesting? What do you know about that? Also, the SEC has officially charged SBF with orchestrating a scheme to defraud FTX investors. The U.S. government has charged him with money laundering, wire fraud, and securities fraud. And then there's some new developments that had come out if people start to talk. Apparently, FTX stored the private keys of customer wallets holding hundreds of millions of user funds without any form of encryption. There was zero encryption, zero backend, zero security, on the FTX platform. Literally came out today. Apparently also SBF and the FTX inner circle, of course, their phones were seized. They had a secret group chat called Wire Fraud. How you doing? Last but certainly not least, it gets crazier by the day, kids. It gets crazier by the day. Last but certainly not least, I sat and I listened to Kevin O'Leary on Grant Cardone's Space this morning. Very interesting, his perspective. Now, one thing that I want to get super clear, and people were freaking out about, and it's because they don't listen. It's because they don't use their ears and they just hear what they want to hear and they lock in on something. Oh my gosh, did he say that? Kevin O'Leary said, I would invest in SBF again, given that I know now what I knew then. And then followed that statement up with, that also being said, if I knew what I know now, I would not invest. But nobody listened to that part. I just wanted to get that out there just so we're all on the same page. And like, because all anybody wants to talk about is, why the fuck is Mr. Wonderful? Why would he fucking do that again? He literally said today on his space he wouldn't if he knew what he knows now. But back then, yes, it was FOMO. Everybody was getting into it. Fuck, the Miami Heat renamed their entire facilities to the FTX Arena. I mean, come on. Let's just chill out for a second. But he was asked what happened to money. He was paid $15 million to be kind of a promotional guy. But he's like, I wasn't a shill, so it's got to be. I don't remember what all he said, but he's like, I'm not just here to shill your stuff. I got to have my stake on the line. Like I'm investing in the company as well. So they gave him $15 million. I'm guessing in FTT. I'm not sure. He didn't really say that. However, they don't know. He doesn't know where the money is. His wallet got cleaned out that money was in, so it had to be some form of token or ETH or Bitcoin, whatever. I would imagine it's probably FTT. Either way, his wallet got cleaned out, so he says, and doesn't know where that $15 million is. Well, then why don't you check an Etherscan or whatever the hell they gave you? I have no idea. He also said that he called Sam Bankman-Fried personally on his cell phone and asked him where that $15 million went, and Sam Bankman-Fried replied instantly saying, since we went bankrupt, I've been taking off all the books. I don't know where anything is. So per SBF and Kevin O'Leary, they don't know where that money went. Kevin O'Leary saying, if I see the records, if I take insight into the records, I'll tell you where the money went. Grant Cardone rebutted, which this is kind of the devil's advocate. Well, then why did you invest if you didn't see the books from the rip? If you can't get ready access to the books right now, why did you put the money in that you originally did? So just some things to think about. I know a lot of people didn't tune into that space this morning. Shout out to Grant for hosting that space. I wanted to get up on the stage and talk and share some of kind of my thoughts and insights, just being in the space for over a year and talking about this every single damn day. There were people trying to share opinions that don't know their fucking ass from a hole in the ground. Like, it's just point blank, period. People who don't know shit about crypto or NFTs or what the fuck's actually going on here. So there you are, up to date, everything good to go. I had one more item. I'll touch on it real fast, quick, and in a hurry. Nothing major. Apparently, Zales, and why I'm touching on it is because it's today only. Zales is diving deep with their diamonds into the metaverse. This is part of their December You Are My Diamond collection, and it is today only. You can go to Zales.com, and if you're getting something for your sweetheart, you're getting a nice piece of jewelry for Christmas, you can go and place an order today. It's the first day of this promotion. Place an order today, and you will get a one-time link for a free-to-mint NFT of your unique piece of jewelry. They're partnered with Bitsky, NFT platform and wallet, and Pebble Ventures, who is a metaverse agency in this whole endeavor. So if you want to get your hands on something that could potentially be very rare and you're already looking at Zales, don't go to the store. Go to Zales.com and get your hands on an NFT as well. But there you go, my friends. We'll talk about some other stuff tomorrow. That's just not anything crazy, but I might want that just in case we want to talk to Travioli about anything and I forget. But my friends, that does it officially for Word on the Chain. And it is now time, as the man of the hour has joined us in the green room, to get to it. The usual Token Tuesday nonsense, my friends, with the second segment of the day, Doorkeepers. wow, did this past week fly by? I don't even know where time went. It's like they just go by in a blink of an eye anymore. It's before you know it, we do one Token Tuesday, and we're just back to the next Token Tuesday. Now, this man, his beard has got a little bit bushier, but he's keeping it nice and trimmed up because the wife said, hey, we ain't doing that shit after November. You see the same thing for me. So I think we're just going to keep riding this long, treacherous road together to see what the hell happens. But ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet and put your hands together for the founder of the Chad and Brad NFT collection. Also, the owner of the Foundation Delivery Dispensary. That would make him a legal Lord's Kale provider to you. He is Chad's dad, an NFT OG, community builder supreme, and just a good old-fashioned DGen MF. One of my best friends in the space, back for his usual dose of token nonsense, coupled with just a little bit of insights. The one, the only, Travis Pastor.
What's up? I like it. What's up, bro? I legit told the wife when ETH hits 2K, I'll shave my beard. So let's fucking pump this shit, bro.
Dude, okay, ETH hits 2K and I'll trim it down. I'm not getting rid of it. I think I'm a beard guy for life now. Like I think I'm a beard guy for life now. This came out pretty decent with No Shave November, so I think I'm gonna lock in. Because before I was a little 5 o'clock shadow, I was too scared of the patches, and I'm like, oh shit, I bet. Let's rock.
No, that's coming in good. You get like the clean too, man. Like you get like
I know
the fucking all the lines, everything's all tight and shit. I can't.
Yeah.
Mine just like
I don't grow any hair here, but the secret. I shouldn't let this go on live, but the secret is a straight razor. It takes me a long fucking time to do this shit. I don't just use regular old clippers. I do fucking straight razor. Now that I've been leaving it, it's a lot easier, but straight razor, son of a bitch, dude. I tell you what, it takes you forever and a day. But them lines are looking good over there. Shit.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I need to, this is one of my thoughts, man. I was looking for my Santa hat because Chadma was like, you need to put a Santa hat on for today's episode. And I was digging through my garage. I was digging through all the Christmas shit. And I was like, what happened to my Santa hat? And so I'm thinking if I can find it, I'll do the full gray. And I'll throw, I don't know if I got to use like baby powder or what, but I'm gonna go full on white beard.
Go to the Dollar General or something and get some gray hair paint, bro. I used to do that shit when I was a little kid.
See, I know they got that like touch of gray for men or whatever, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to commit.
No,
to just going full.
Now don't do that now, because all of a sudden you'll fucking go touch of gray and then it'll never go back, and then you'll be one pissed off son of a bitch.
Dude, I got Ben Affleck this weekend. It was fucking awesome.
Wait,
some one of my dad's friends.
Oh, okay.
So it was my dad's birthday party.
Totally
this last
thought
weekend,
you hung
so
out with Ben Affleck.
San Diego. And one of his clients, one of the older gentleman, his wife, she's like, you know who you look like? I was like, no, please tell me. She goes, Ben Affleck, and I've never gotten Ben Affleck before. So she says something about the beard. I'll take it, man. I'll be Batman.
That stressed out Ben Affleck smoking a cig on the street corner, that meme we've all seen. There he is. Right there. Oh, that's fucking great. Good sir. Is it derb o'clock and then we get on with this nonsense?
I took a pre-derb.
You took a pre? Well, I don't want to make you double derb.
I'll double derb. Let's double down with the derbs.
Well, because I took a pre-derb during the show, pre-show, but now it's been 38 minutes, so I'm coming out of the fog a little bit, you know? So I kind of want to be a little bit more foggy.
I know there's some interesting topics I want to dive into. Keisha brought up a fun one this morning, and then we got some stuff to talk about. So
I'm excited, man. There's a lot of bullshit happening. I don't know if you, I know you probably heard a little bit of the in there when I was talking about SBF and FTX. And I was sitting on Grant Cardone's space all morning, and he had Kevin O'Leary on, and they went down some interesting rabbit holes and just kind of Kevin's opinion. And then, I mean, they were staunch against what he was saying. As soon as he left the room, they started shit talking like big time. I was like, damn, y'all wasn't saying that when he was in the room. Shit. Y'all
he stays out here.
Does he really?
Yeah, Kevin O'Leary, he's Mr. Wonderful. Yeah. He lives out here. His daughter. I actually got a chance to meet him, and I didn't get to go. But one of my old partners, I guess his daughter's like dating or his son's like dating his daughter or some shit. Like
Wait, you better
Kevin
get that
O'Leary's
connection linked up, motherfucker. I need an investor.
Yeah, right. No, he doesn't fuck with
Don't
weed.
we all?
That was the one thing we did, because I immediately when he said that, right, this was probably
Cheers.
2014, 2015, somewhere around there. And immediately when he told me that, I was like, well, fucking hit him up, dude. Like, we are like, shit. Let's get this dude's. But yeah, he doesn't fuck with weed like that. He's not a fan of the cannabis industry. He said he won't put any money into cannabis, so it's quite interesting, Mr. O'Leary.
But he'll put money into fake funny.
He probably
money.
smokes it, but he won't put money into it.
You know what I wish more than anything in this world? Well, I guess I could just move to Coachella and fix the problem. But I just wish there was a Chad and Brad dispensary somewhere near me, or at least a fucking like, you need somebody to go in there and just put the dick on the table and say, hey, here's the what's what. I mean, call your guy, because I ain't going no damn dispensary in Illinois. There ain't no reason for it. And you know what I thought would be interesting too is, like, I don't know how much you can look into the laws, rules, regulations of Illinois marijuana and like what the hell, like if you were to open up a shop, like what that would look like compared to your operating costs and everything you do now, and kind of get that behind the scenes of, are they really fucking all the consumer retail cannabis users in Illinois? What's the reason for everything being so expensive? Is it just all going back to the government? Are they really marking up, or is it really this expensive to get involved? And I think it would probably be the first half of that, but I would be very interested to know if that's kind of the deal. I mean, I imagine that's the deal. I'll let you take your your cold dab and keep the people entertained as you do so. Oh, look at that. Cold start and just absolutely murders it. Absolutely murders it down the hatch. Look at him go. Oh, whoa, I just got contact high. Watch out, guys. Jeepers, creepers. Hey, if you got a drug test tomorrow, don't tune into this show. You're going to be getting contact high from this one. Hey, at least Travi brought some water to the show, and he remembered the lava lamp. Look at it, kids. Look at it back there. Lava lamp pre-show, ready to rock and roll. It ain't bubbling yet, but I actually watched somebody bust open a lava lamp the other day. That was real fucking weird.
Well, I thought it was perfect because I remember last time it started bubbling like right at the end of the show. So it's like it's the perfect sequence. Like it's you turn it on right before you go live, and then by the end of the show, it's fucking bubbling. It's great.
So how possible would that be for you to like look into Illinois crypto cannabis shit?
Well, so one thing, this is what I always tell everybody, right? So like when my partners and I first started up, you know, we didn't have millions of dollars. You know, we had a decent amount of money to start. Like, it wasn't all in one lump sum. You know, we put maybe 30,000 in here, then another like 20,000 here, and you know, eventually I think all in all we were probably like 130K all in to get the business started back in 2019.
That
and
ain't
that
shit.
includes
that ain't shit. I mean, that's for starting a fucking business in year one. Fuck, in 2019, that ain't shit.
Especially in the cannabis industry, man. Especially if you look at like, you know, all the competitors that come in and they're like, yeah, you need. But that's also, we didn't include grow. You know, we picked what lane we were going to be in, something that we could do, you know, cheap with high return, high probability of sales. You know, so we went retail because everybody's ordering retail. As a retailer, especially a couple years ago, you could literally put your pin, depending on what market you're in. You know, LA is totally different. There's hundreds within a 5-mile radius, right? But if you're in the Coachella Valley a few years back, when we first opened up, it was, you know, you had your shops. You had a few in this city, a few in this city, but it wasn't completely just flooded. So at that point, you could just put a ticker on Weed Maps and you were going to get orders. And as long as you had good product, as long as you had good pricing, people were going to call. You know, we started slow. I think we went from maybe 2 or 3 orders a day the first month, you know, not really doing anything. And then we grew to maybe 5 or 10 orders, and then we went to 15 to 20, 25 to 30. And now we've kind of, based on our area, we've not necessarily plateaued, but we've serviced everybody that we can. So we need to hit more cities.
Oh, what a
We're doing
problem to
anywhere
have.
from 30 to 40 deliveries a day. So when we started, man, the first thing, and this is what I tell everybody, is you got to just use your network that you know, reach out to as many people as possible. Because if you find, every time weed goes legal, they put out zones that you can open up in. And if you go to these zones and you look at a map, you can literally get from the city a map of the zones, all nice color coded and everything. So you can see exactly what properties fall in what legal zones. If you know people, like we were lucky enough to know a few building owners out here that we could go to them and say, hey, we'd like to get started. Most people are paying $4 to $5 a square foot. We'll offer you $1.25. And, you've had this unit sitting empty for a couple years. $1.25 is better than nothing. It's better than it sitting empty for another 3-4 years. But we'll do one better. We'll sign a 20-year lease, right? So we'll do like a 10-year with another 10-year option on top, so that they're like, okay, you're committed. You're gonna pay this $1,200, even though it's only $1,200, but you're gonna pay it for the next 20 years. That's a lot better than it sitting empty for the next 3 or 4 years or whatever. So we got lucky on that and acquiring a building that was, and it wasn't even zoned. This is kind of the funny part, is we went to the city, and because of the people that we knew at the city, because we'd been in cannabis forever, man, and we'd always, we talk to cities, we go to city council meetings. That's the other thing. You got to go to the city council meetings. If you want to open up a shop, be present with the city, because if you're not there, if they don't know who the hell you are, come the time that you put an application in, they're going to go with the guy that they know that might have pumped their bags or whatever it is, grease them a little bit. That, unfortunately, that happens quite a bit. But as long as we never did it, we keep our hands clean.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
But
150%.
we were just present, and so we got a variance from the city. We had a building. The building wasn't zoned. We had to go to the city, ask for a variance, prove to them that we could operate there responsibly, and it wouldn't cause any issues within the city. They granted us the variance. We were able to get a very unique license. There's only 7 of these licenses in the entire state of California, and that's because of the people that we know. We were able to get retail, manufacturing, and distribution all under one licensing, and it's very, very unique. I think Dr. Evil, his license is similar, but he doesn't have manufacturing. So the fact that we were able to manufacture products in-house, distro them to ourselves, the retailer, and then now put them on the shelves, we could now go to all of our grower buddies that blew up and they're doing well, and they've opened up their spot. And we say, hey man, let me get 10 pounds on the arm. Let me just float me 10 pounds of a couple of different strains, and get these guys, they're pulling down 200-300 pounds at a time, so 10 pounds to a buddy, it's nothing. So that's kind of how we were able to get in. And I think just the fact that we were present for so long, it made it really easy for us to kind of break into the industry just based off of our network. And that's legitimately, like you say, like your network is your net worth, man. And we had the network.
Took the words out of my damn mouth. Took them right out of my mouth. That son of a bitch. I was about to say $130,000, buddies, shaking hands, city council. Fuck. Seems like your network is equal to your net worth. I'll be a son of a bitch. How does that work out?
Well, so I don't know how far I can go into detail, but we even knew the city of Coachella. Our partners rent a house from the mayor of the city of Coachella. So we're tenants. Like we have tenants of the mayor involved in the business. Two of the 4 partners, and so we have those connections where he'd show up on the 1st of the month, come over to the house, kick back, drink a few beers with him, and collect his rent. And so, if you got a relationship like that with the mayor of the city, you could pull some strings. And so that was 100% a benefit to us, man. And even just distributors of other products, we were carrying heavy hitters, Stizzy, King's Garden, Bloom Brand, a lot of the big names that were early on here in California was because, we used to make oil for heavy hitters. We've sold them hundreds of kilos of distillate that they were putting in their pens. Same with Bloom. You know, we were a long time provider of distillate for Bloom as well. So we built that relationship, and we could go straight to the, you know, I got the CEO of Heavy Hitters phone number in my phone. I could call him at any point, and he's gonna pick up. You know, if he doesn't, he'll text me back, and he'll probably call me in like an hour because he's in a meeting or something. So it's those types of relationships where we've had a long-standing account with Heavy Hitters, and there's days where they're just like, pay us whenever, dude. Like, we don't care. Like, we've got all these accounts. We don't need, like, don't worry about it. We'll be like, hey man, can we get another refill? Like early on, you know, we were going through and we'd order $1,000 worth of product, right? And then you'd make money on that product, and you'd want to put it into more product and expanding. And so you wouldn't always necessarily pay off your early bills, right? Especially with our people like Heavy Hitters. So we would go to them. We'd say, hey man, I know we've got $1,000. Let me give you 500 and you give me another 1,000, or make it 1,500 this time. And they'll go, yeah, fuck it. Go ahead. You're good, man. You're good for it. We know you. And so we've had that long standing relationship to where we could get product on shelves for, you know, if not free, very cheap. Eventually continue and start to pay off over the years, all of those accounts. And we just continue to expand more and more. So that's, I think 100% just be active, get to know as many people as you can, and activate your network. That's how you got to do it.
Well, that was a whole fucking Jeepers Creepers. That was more than we could have even fucking asked for. And hey, what a problem to have, huh? You're plateauing on your business because you service the whole fucking area. Yeah, what a problem to have. You got to expand. I'll be a son of a bitch. Also, you talk about, you know, you get, I mean, shit, it's just a black market with a fucking LLC in front of it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you get yourself a cutie, you flip the fucking cutie, you pay the son of a gun back, get him another one, and then you just start working your way up. I'm not speaking from experience or anything, but I'm just saying there's ways to run a business model in the drug industry, and it appears that we'll just say cannabis. That's not a fucking drug. It's a confusing plant, for fuck's sakes. It appears to be kind of the same behind the scenes once you get the real business behind it, and all you got to do is maybe you just blew the lid off of a lot more shit. The business isn't that hard. You just got to show up and show out and deal with the fucking punches, which you made it seem real roses, rainbows, and puppy dogs right there. And I know it hasn't been anything short of that. And you just like, oh yeah, we got fronted. I'm sure there was times you got fronted that shit and you were sitting there, fuck, are we gonna move this fucking product? Like, is this shit gonna get off the fucking shelves? Like, motherfucker, we got them 2 to 3 fucking orders a day. What the fuck? We just got to front 10 pounds and we can't move a gram. What the fuck? I'm sure.
Dude, we had a farm, you know, they gave us 100 pounds one time. And it was 100 pounds of basically the same shit.
That
you
would
know,
fill this fucking room. I don't know what I would do with 100 pounds of pot. I would just.
It's not as much as you think, really, when you get, like, you know, you could stack a wall with 100 pounds. I fit, I think the most I've ever fit is maybe like 200 pounds in the back of my sedan, I think. And that was like, you know, packed in the back seat to the ceiling, couple in the trunk, one in the front seat with me. So yeah, you could fit a couple 100 pounds.
Did you buckle him in? Did you buckle him in to make sure he didn't fly away?
You know, dude, you don't even need to buckle him at that point. It's just
a brick.
So it's ridiculous. So yeah, it's
shit.
So we gave him 50 pounds back, dude. We were like, man, we can't move. This is a lot. Because we weren't looking to broker, and I think that's what they were expecting was they're going to send us 100 pounds. We're going to go find somebody that wants to buy 10, 20 pounds, and then we'll just pay it off. Meanwhile, we're putting it in bags and we're selling it in retail.
Imagine that conversation. Fucking, you gave me 100 pounds of pot. Too much pot. Got to give you half of it back.
It happens, bro. It's obviously a good problem to have. But yeah, we've had to give shit back because we're just like, dude, I appreciate you. But yeah, this was quite a haul.
Never in my life have I thought too much pot. Probably should give some of this back.
Well, so we probably do anywhere from 2 to 3 pounds of just the booth, you know, every week.
Yeah.
So, you know, if they send us 10, 20 pounds, right, we could easily get through that in a couple months. You know, as long as we're consistently moving, we can do that in a couple months. It doesn't dry out. You know, we keep it fresh every 2 months. If you send us 100 pounds, that's going to be sitting there on our model on retail level just for like 5 or 6 months at least.
And
we want to make sure that we have stuff continuously coming in and product like that.
And what strain is the boof? I know you have said this a million fucking times. It's like a cross between 5 fucking things or something.
So yeah, we have 5 different strains. We actually just added.
Oh shit, we got alpha.
So yeah, I'll give people a little sneak peek.
Oh, we get a little alpha coming, kids. What you know about that? Hey, hell yeah. And if you haven't already, I saw some people talking in the chat. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. Make sure you subscribe, like, turn on your notifications, comment on this video. Get all your degenerate friends in here, whether they like NFTs, whether they like cannabis, whether they like just taking a mental vacation from this crazy fucking thing called life. We ain't even talked about NFTs yet, and it's already been 20 minutes we've been at this shit. Chad must probably having a doggone pulmonary embolism in the fucking chat right now. You ain't talking about the fucking Chad mess. Come on. No, like he could get fucking mad. Goodness gracious. Anyway, if you guys haven't already, make sure you do that. And if you're on Twitter, slide over to YouTube. But back over to you, Travis. 5 strains. What the hell's going on, dude?
So yeah, we've got the Tangy Banangi, the Bubble Gummy Bear, the Sex Panther, and the Love Handles. So those have been our top 4, and then we've got the OG Boof. And so the Boof, for those, I saw somebody put Boof, not this Boof, the Boof. I know it's a play on Boof. I understand Boof, and I know what Boof means, but this is just Boof is outdoor that tests anywhere from 29 point some to 32% THC. It's basically our value ounces. So we do ounces. We're going to be wholesaling ounces out, and it's going to be your $100 ounce. So we're hitting up shops, and we're looking to get into shops in California, and people will be able to access quality outdoor. It's blunt weed. I'm not going to lie to you. You can smoke it in bowl. I smoke it in bowls all the time. It's not bad bud, but it's $100 for the ounce.
First of all, I call bullshit on that last statement. That shit had motherfuckers in Vegas so fucking high they didn't even know their alphabet. Number 2, what in the fuck? $0 delivery fees, $0 minimums. You can literally have. Hello, yes, Foundation Delivery Dispensary. Please bring me $100 eighth. Okay, that'll be $100, sir. See you in 15 minutes. What in the fuck are you guys doing over there? Are you? What are you doing? Holy shit!
Well, so this is what we're trying to get it out to shops throughout Cali, right? So we're looking to implement our network, which is all our community of holders, man. So I've been talking about in spaces how I'd like to start talking to other holders and start interviewing holders and see if they'd be interested in going out and actually repping the brands for us. So we did put together, this is basically just like a little 1-pager that I shared with everybody. Let's see if I can even get it to focus.
Oh, yeah. I see. Hold on. Keep it right there. Hold on. Let me bang. Yeah.
All right. So we added we got 3 new strains. We got here, I'll just read them out. We got our Booty Cakes. Kind of
fucking blurring out. We
got the Booty Cakes, the Billy Mays, and the Tart Simpson. The Booty Cakes, we got an indica, a hybrid, and a sativa that we're putting out. Mm-hmm. That comes in at 30%, 30.12% THC. The Billy Mays is 29.42%, and the Tart Simpson is 29.94%. And so it is kind of, the label is that little Supreme look, if you know the Supreme logo and things like that. We're going to be wholesaling them. They're going to be under $20 for a half ounce. So it's under $40 to the retailer. It's literally under $40, packaged, tested, shelf ready to the retailer. They can mark it up twice and put their in taxes and still make that $100 price point. So that is the goal, is that it will be $100 all in with taxes, nothing more. If they go less, hell yeah. Even better.
Wait. Fuck. Did you just say MSRP of 4, but it's not MSRP. The fucking behind
MSRP.
the scenes. MSRP would be 100, but 40 fucking bucks is what you get it to the retail.
Yeah.
Man, if fucking Foundation Dispensary doesn't blow the fuck up over the course of the next 10 years, slap a wig on me and call me Sally, because I am confused. Jeepers creepers.
Dude, so it's literally, I hate to say this in a space that's going to stay recorded, but I can only assume that most people that are getting, because the booth is our #1 moving product. We move over 3,000 units just in the last like year and a half. And so the booth itself, and that's half ounces, because we package them just like this. This is how it comes.
He does enjoy his own product, kids.
I do. Yeah, I smoke it. I pack bowls. I do all that. Like it's not bad bud, man. My favorite's the Sex Panther. This is the Tangy Banangi. The Tangy Banangi is 30.95% THC with 33.8 total cannabinoids. And so, yeah, man, this is the packaging that it comes in. It's got the testing and everything with the license info on the back.
Look at that. By Chad Enterprises LLC.
I guess I just doxed our building.
Yeah, I guess
anybody who buys our product knows where
gotta find out where you're going. Oh shit, dude. Man.
It's just called Booth by Chad. So it's Booth by Chad is the name of the product. The tagline is when there's nothing else. I mean, we're like, we're not trying to be
just undersell the
fuck
fuck out of it. It's it's the best thing on the planet.
Let's see if it'll focus.
Just Booth by Chad when there's nothing else. Golly, I mean, look.
It all comes from Humboldt County. A lot of it comes from up north. Pretty much all of it comes from up north. The grower that we use is Gas House. They're not. They're definitely high quality. They make fire product, but they're out. It's outdoor, so we get it at a great price. And at the end of the day, that's what we were looking for. And this isn't our only product. So I mean, we know that we have to do. We have our outdoor, we have our depths, and we have our indoor. And so we knew the price points that we need to be at to give back, and we knew the price points that growers were selling at. And now the biggest thing was growers don't have to pay tax. There's no cultivation tax anymore that's getting impounded on top of every single pound. California got rid of that. So we know that the growers are making that money back into their pocket, and now they're going to start dropping the price of their product because, they don't have to pay so much in taxes at the end of the year. So we know enough people that we could get, 50 to 100 pounds of shit dropped off, and we package it up. We've got our 5 different strains. Now we're at 8. And we're going to start distroing statewide. And so we've got placements so far in a few shops. We're going to start announcing where we end up. We'll be posting on Twitter where you can go and be able to get your booth. And we'll be starting in California and eventually making our way state to state, man. So
standing fucking ovation for everything you guys are doing, man. Capitalism, entrepreneurship at its fucking finest. And I love it. I love every minute of everything you guys are fucking doing. And that's why I fuck with you so hard. In the last, 25 minutes now is why we do Tokin Tuesday, man. Nobody else are having these conversations. Nobody else is going down the deep, dark cannabis rabbit holes. And fuck, dude. You know how often when you host a podcast, you got to ask a lot of fucking questions like, hey, come on. I need you to answer. I don't have that problem with you. And that's why I love you, buddy. You just fucking, I didn't even ask for half the shit, I'm like, oh, fuck, this is fucking great. This is amazing. Now we're fucking talking about holy shit. I mean, I had these questions cooked up and it's like you got ESPN or something. We're on the same page all the fucking time. Who's to know? But since we are 3 minutes after the top of the hour, before fucking I get ran up a fucking tree because I didn't talk about the Chad and Brad NFT project on the fucking show, and you fucking too over there, pal. Hey, latest, greatest. I've been seeing the 12 days of Chadmas float around Twitter. I know you got big stuff to drop about that. I know this is day 2. Get us all up to date. What's the latest and greatest? I know we're kind of less focusing on the mint, less focusing like we kind of talked about last few times, just with the holiday season and all that shit and more. Let's get back to community. Let's start doing that shit. So anybody that doesn't know what the hell's going on with the Chad Brads, Thad's Dads, and Bryce's.
Yeah, man. So that was one of the biggest things because we talked about holding a mint party. We talked about doing 12 days of mint parties. We talked about, we threw some ideas around. And yeah, I kept in the back of my mind, it kept coming up, the conversation that we had, you, me, Prez, and a few other people when we were in that Twitter space. And I couldn't agree more with everything.
That was fucking electric. We need to do that more often. That was fucking electric.
No, that was it was a great topic. It was a great, it was great to be able to just kind of speak on that and the state of the market. And as a founder, a lot goes on in the background, whether it's with the team and stuff that we're trying to, Chad was constantly coming up with great ideas of stuff that we can do with the community. And so we did kind of a pivot where, excuse me, Jesus, that was funny.
Bless
we
you.
both, yeah.
We're the same fucking time. Hey, bro, we got ESPN. It's all right. I up my subscription.
So yeah, we ended up doing a pivot where it was rather than have a mint party, let's just do something for holders. We can do something for holders specifically, and then we can do something for people that show up to the space. So I was going through and I was looking through the wallet and all the stuff that we could do for giveaways and stuff like that. And we've got so many communities that we haven't either caught up with, or we don't see as much now in the market because we're all focusing on different parts. And most people, like right now, we've just been hosting our spaces and trying to just kind of keep the community engaged and be able to kind of make it through the holidays with the bear and everybody kind of taking a step back to be able to go buy gifts and travel and be with family and stuff like that. So we recognize that, and rather than do the mint parties, we're just doing 12 days of giveaways. So I came up with 12 different giveaways. We're going to do one for one random holder every single day. Anybody that holds, we've got, I think, a little over 500 holders now with 1950-ish NFTs. So everybody's got a chance to win, equal chance every single day. One winner, prizes get better every single day, and we build up just based on floor price and value and things like that. And on the last day, we're going to give away just $200 in ETH to one lucky holder, and just kind of on the 23rd to give them, like a little boost during the holidays, whether you went out and spent some money on Christmas or you want to take your family out after or whatever, just something that we can do. And you have to be a holder. So obviously we figured maybe some people that aren't holders would get involved and they'd go out and either sweep or mint themselves a Chad and Brad. But that wasn't the primary focus and the goal. But we did want to make sure that anybody that did want to get involved had an easy chance. We do like and retweet giveaways during the space for other NFTs from other communities that we rock with. Today, we did some woke zombies. Tomorrow, we're probably going to do some Ponzi pandas, and so on. So it's been a lot of fun, man. We're doing it every morning, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We play games. We listen to music. We might have a couple of NFT music artists come through and sing some Christmas songs for us. So it's a good time.
So what you're telling me is if you are a active Chad, Brad, Thad, Dad, or Bryce, your mindset should be,
Here comes the money.
Just sign up and stay around, kids. You ain't got to go nowhere. You ain't got to do nothing. You just got to hold them motherfuckers. Holy cow. I'm juiced. I got 3 whole families. Go ahead. Hey, and shout out OG Diamond Hander, Jody Roberts. He didn't even know he won. I saw the one you posted yesterday. I knew it was him right off the bat. I was like, that's fucking Jody. How did they not fucking know that? And I went to comment and he already commented. I was like, oh shit, let's go.
So JR took down the first giveaway for day 1.
Hell yeah.
And then day 2, we did an ether brew today. And so day 2 went to where's Bocephus at, man? I haven't seen him in the chat.
I don't know what Bocephus is.
Right?
I ain't seen Bocephus around. Probably fucking getting rained on or some shit.
Who did we have? Today was Mr. G. So Mr. G won the brew crew. And so I've seen him in a few midday munchies. I guess he comes around every so often. So it was good that
Mr.
people
G's
that are
dope.
showing up, man, holders that are active, I just pick a random number and they take down the prize. So
Mr. G is actually Chris Cray's father. If you didn't know that.
I did not.
Yeah. So there's another connection there. Obviously, Chris Cray, pretty fucking musical and pretty heavy in the space. So I actually learned that the other day. I'm almost, we're talking about the same guy. Because he's an Ether Brew holder too. I've talked to him a bunch, but hell yeah, Mr. G's dope as fuck. That's awesome.
Okay, dude. Yeah, I noticed his profile picture. Yeti found him yesterday and sent out the picture, and yeah, it looked like an older gentleman, very very into investing, man. Looks
Yeah,
like
Mr. G's dope. Mr.
heavy,
G's a
yeah.
dope ass human, man.
Heavy into investing.
He's dope. I've had some really, really good late night conversations. He'll hop on an Ether Boost space every once in a while. He'll dive down some rabbit holes. Mr. G's a dope dude. Definitely a great community member for sure. But man, that's lit. I thought I was gonna have to break out the old wallet, do a little sweep, and not that I still won't fucking,
Oh no, man. Yeah.
support the cause, but shit, I do need to round out that fourth
See,
family.
look, I'll give you the full list. So we
Oh yeah, that'll put the cherry on top of the cake.
yeah, we'll get the full list of all the. So tomorrow we're doing a Funky Flies. Day 4 we're doing a Respected Rhino. Day 5 we're doing Maya Spirits. Day 6 is a Caked Ape.
Whew.
Day 7 is an Apocalyptic Queen Ape. Day
Oh.
8 is a Typical Tiger. Day 9 is a Good Gods. Day 10 is a Corn Town. And 11 is a Mutant God Hates NFTs. And then
Whoa.
day 12 is the $200 in ETH.
Wowzer kapowzer. All right. That's solid. That's solid AF. I read through that one time, but just hearing it again, like, hey, okay now. Shout out. And then when do you guys do the drawings?
9 a.m. every single morning. So we started yesterday. The space, it's just a 1 hour space. Today we did musical chairs.
And that's 9 your time, right?
Yeah, 9 PST. So 9 Pacific.
12 Eastern.
Yep, 12 Eastern. And so we're doing them every single morning for the next 12 days leading up to the last one is going to be on the 23rd. And then we didn't want to do anything on, Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. We'll probably take a little hiatus, say our hellos, and probably won't be in many spaces, be traveling and stuff, visiting family.
Yeah, Christmas is coming quick, fast, and in a hurry. I don't know if you saw my tweet yesterday. I said DGen MFs when they hear "He sees you when you're sleeping" come up on their Christmas playlist, and it was just Baker Mayfield. He's just turning, looking, he goes, "Fuck." it's the best thing on the planet.
Well, so I feel like I saw Kim said that Travis thinks he's Oprah. I feel like Santa, man. I gotta grow out the beard. I might get like a big bag and throw some shit in it. But yeah, man, I feel like Santa.
Pixar, it didn't happen. Pixar didn't happen.
So another thing we're doing, and this is pretty cool too. I was gonna look for a time to throw this out there, and what better time? I see Kim in the chat, and so K-Law, if you know Alpha Mel and K-Law, the Degener Blockhead show. So we did a couple of shows a little while back, which were a lot of fun, man. They're little trivia shows here on YouTube. And so this Saturday, I believe at 7 p.m. Let me just double check. Kayla, give me like a hey, hi, how you doing in the chat if it's 7. But yeah, I believe I did post it up the other day. But we're going to be doing the wifey. The wifey's going to be present. I'm going to be bringing Sherelle on. We're going to be doing like a couples Christmas thing this Saturday. And it's going to be going to charity. So the winning team will be able to so 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you.
And that's Friday?
Saturday. Yep. So on Saturday on YouTube, we'll put the link out. The winning team will pick what charity the donation will go to, and we'll be donating some money to charity that night. Well, K-Law will, and we'll be getting the game package soon. So even better. So I'll be putting more information out, and yeah.
Hell yeah. You mentioned YouTube, and I've been thinking about this for a little while, and I'm just going to say it now. Probably getting a strike for this one. Fuck YouTube. Honestly, fuck YouTube. Like, literally, they own everything, and they give you nothing. I'm really starting to think about leaving this platform, as I'm probably getting a strike as we're doing this. And don't worry, I'm not talking about ending the podcast or video or anything, but there's a couple other platforms that offer a lot more benefits to content creators and actually watch their behinds. So that just goes out to all content creators out there. It ain't the best out in this whole. And then fuck your 1,000 subscribers. You get to 1,000 subscribers, yeah, you can make 25 cents every month. That don't do nothing. That don't do nothing.
So what's the new one that Steve Will Do It just started promoting?
Rumble.
Yeah,
pretty much anybody who's gotten canceled off the internet. Andrew Tate, fucking Sneeko, Tristan Tate, fucking all those guys. Steve will do it. All of them. They all moved over to Rumble, and Rumble was once known as a very political platform, very known as very conservative, very all of that, and now it's turning into more open. You can kind of say your own thoughts, and it's a lot of video based. You can do live streaming and all types of shit, and that's kind of when I was kicking around because it is a lot more fucking benefits. I was reading into it. I was like, well, that makes sense. Holy cannoli. So, and we talk pretty openly on this show. And one of these here days when it goes to the moon, I don't really care to be fucking getting YouTube strikes because I probably would have gotten 3 strikes this week. I've said some shit. I probably would have gotten 3 strikes this week if fucking YouTube had any type of flags on this channel, which they don't as of yet because we ain't doing the crazy numbers. I mean, we're doing numbers, but we ain't doing crazy numbers like any of these motherfuckers. But enough about me, dude. Fuck it. I just wanted to mention that for any creators out there thinking about getting into the game, start somewhere else. Don't slide over here first. Just don't. I just was familiar with the platform and knew how to get something rocking and rolling and just a way to get new content out. But you mentioned something at the top of the show before we get into the the closing bit. You had something random to talk about, a wild. Keisha brought something up. My head's been on that the whole fucking time. So anytime Keisha brings some shit up, and don't worry, Keisha, if you're watching, if you're listening, I still been thinking about the Keisha kill shot. There's a lot of shit fucking going on with DHMG right now. I promise you, a lot of fucking shit. But one of these here days, we'll make it. I mean, how electric would that be? Just a nice little PFP. It says "fuck you, pay me" right below it. And it's just pulsating with audio waves as she's dropping a 60-second just bomb like she usually does. But hey,
Dude,
just thoughts.
Keisha always comes up with the best topics, man. We always end up we talk for, and we could talk for hours too when she starts bringing up.
She is what you call a big brain human.
Yeah. No, yeah, she was the one that brought it up. She was like, there's a difference between knowledge and comprehension or something like that. Where she was saying, like, there's a difference between knowing something and comprehending something. And so yeah, that hit me, man. When she said that, I was like, damn. Because
bro, that goes the thought track I was on this morning. There's a difference between listening and hearing.
Yep.
Period. And too many fucking people in this space just hear. They hear what they want and they cut right in as fast as they possibly can. Let me unmute. Do your mic. Shut the fuck up. Let's finish a point. And then you can go on ahead. But make sure you listen. Don't go on another random tangent. But hey, that's a whole other fucking rabbit hole.
No, dude, yeah, that's 100%. And so she, like, it was funny because I saw the Joe Rogan stand-up that he did or something where he was talking about how smart people aren't really smart people. They're just they're people that have memorized shit that other smart people have told them. But at the end of the day, he was saying, if we lose all of our genuinely smart people and we're left with just the average person, we know shit. We know how cell phones work theoretically, but at the end of the day, if you had to, build a fucking cell phone from nothing, you couldn't. Most of us have just memorized shit that other smart people have figured out. We ourselves haven't figured out anything really that extravagant for ourselves. Like we haven't had an independent thought that was just that genius moment. Most people that think they're geniuses, they know a lot of stuff. They might comprehend a lot of things independently, right? Knowledge is subjective to really what you use it for. So, you could know a lot about this, but you don't know shit about that type of mentality. So yeah, it was really interesting when Keisha said that. And then literally that night I was watching the Joe Rogan stand up and he started talking about that. And I was like, it's pretty fucking accurate.
It's funny you mentioned that, man. And first of all, I will never speak on anything that I don't know about. Like, I know my fucking place. When it is time to shut the fuck up and just listen and write some notes and learn in a space, it's what I do. I won't talk. I listen. And, it's funny you talk about we hear smart people say things and we've just memorized that and we regurgitate that, right? I can't tell you how tired, number one, of the space in general, how I go from room to room to room, and it's just like, you heard this influencer say that, and you're just re-saying that. I've heard this a million times before. Now you're just fucking saying the same thing. But also, I was in a room this morning. Anybody knows, he saw me this morning, you know that. But I could not believe the lack of original thought and the need to ask why. And that is why we haven't had an original thought. Nobody asks why anymore. You know, I lay awake at night wondering how people drive Ferraris, wondering how people live in $60 million mansions. I can't sleep at night because of that. Because I want to why do I stay up till 1 in the morning? Because I'm trying to figure out how to fucking get there. That's how I want to live. There's people on this planet that live like that and they pay zero taxes. Did you know Grant Cardone is going to get a tax refund this year? And he's one of the fucking richest people on the planet, or at least in the United States.
Well, so
how's that possible? I
well,
want to
so that
know.
was funny.
That was fucking me up last night. I'm up till 1 in the morning. Like, how the fuck is this possible? This asshole owns this. He owns this. He fucking does this. What the fuck? I want to know, and nobody wants to know anymore. It's just like, oh, well, yep, that must be true. That must be the fake. Cap Colt said it, so that must be the deal. No.
Well, so
No. Fuck.
well, dude, I was watching. We were watching Monday Night Football last night. The wife and I.
What a fucking just.
Yeah, don't even get me started.
Oh my gosh. The whole fucking. You might as well just fucking implode. You dropped a bomb on the stadium for crying out loud. I mean, golly. Ugh.
So yeah, it was. It hurt as a Chargers fan. It definitely hurt seeing New England win that game because they knocked us out of that. But we're still in the hunt. We're still in the hunt.
Cursed.
But no, there
Cursed.
was there was a segment on there was like a little commercial break, right? And it was I forget what player it was, but there was a football player, and they were showing the foundation that he has, and it was like him in front, and they wrote out a check for like $50,000 to the foundation, but the player wrote the check to his own foundation that he had. So it was like he donated money, and I had to explain to her kind of like, well, yeah. So when you're rich, you want to start a charitable foundation because then you can now donate money to charity throughout the year, which is a tax write-off. A lot of people like to donate because of the tax, the help at the end of the year. And so one of the things also is it being your charity. You know, if you're on the board of advisors or you're a corporate officer of that charity, you can also establish yourself a salary. So you basically pay the foundation now pays you, and yeah, you've got to pay taxes on that. But if you continue this wonderful fucking secret money loop, endless money loop, then yeah, you can continue to avoid those taxes and still get a paycheck and make additional money while writing off on your taxes. And that's a lot of people do that. A lot of celebrities, a lot of professional athletes, just a lot of people with money are usually also philanthropists, and that's because of the tax write-offs. So.
And some people do it for the right reasons. Some people do it for the right reasons. And again, and most people do it for the right reasons, but they're still going to take advantage of the tax benefits. You'd be a dumbass to not like, what? Why would you not? I mean, there are 80,000 pages of tax code on how not to pay taxes. There's about 28 on how to pay taxes. And those 28 are what they show to me and you watching on the other side of this screen. The normal average human being that thinks you're supposed to pay taxes. You're not. If the taxes were made for business owners and landowners, and the sooner you realize that, and the sooner you realize that being an entrepreneur and getting into some form of real estate is the money move, baby. It's the money move, baby. And then you just start figuring shit out from there. And I'm telling you, I have been a student of content, a student of just diving into shit, of just trying to learn trust, annuities. Did you know life insurance policies are called life insurance policies because they're supposed to be used when you're fucking alive, and you could literally use and build your own personal fucking bank that is tax-free, zero capital gains tax. It's not meant to be used when you die. Did you fucking know that? I didn't until about a couple of weeks ago, and I said, wait a fucking, hold this. No fucking way. There's so much out there. Now, here we're all into this whole other rabbit hole, and I wouldn't mention this stuff if I haven't done the research, right? If I didn't comprehend what the hell I'm talking about and try and get other, y'all need to do a little bit of research here, because this isn't bullshit. This isn't fake and fallacies. And this is how the rich get richer. And you're around a group of people right now, the crazies in NFTs and Web3, that can teach you how to do this shit. And I have some of them around me right now, and it's absolutely blowing my mind. And I'm speaking with one right fucking now that's making fucking moves left, right, and center, even though he fucking thinks he doesn't. He's just a fucking toker that sits at that doggone chair and doesn't ever have to go into the fucking office because, hey, that's how, hey, you know what? Just what we're fucking talking there, making sure we're fucking, writing off, baby. We're just doing the right things.
Hey, I'm in the office right now, man. I'm in my office right now. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh shit, man.
Well, so it's but Keisha actually brought that up yesterday too. I think she was talking about the life insurance and how you can put 2 million. You put 2 million into a life insurance policy. You can now pull from that 2 mil on an interest-free, tax-free loan, and just
go buy a fucking piece of real estate. That some bitch makes you the money back in a year. You put that fucking money right back in there, tax-free.
Yeah.
Oh, you just created your own bank. What? What? Why didn't I know about this before? Why ain't they teaching me that in school?
They're not gonna teach you that shit, man.
Because you just want to be a good little worker and take your nice little blue pill and shut the fuck up and go sit in your cubicle and bitch about how much you hate your job and then go spend all of your money at the fucking bar at the end of the weekend, so you can't help but go back to that same fucking job and just stay in that fucking rat race over and fucking over again. We're breaking out of it here at the damn Diamond Hand Media Group. Yeah, enough of this bullshit. All right, for crying out loud. Hey, you're dropping heat, dude. You're dropping heat.
Well, it's like even just starting an IRA, man. As long as you let it sit and you never pull from it, eventually that money, you can pull that out tax-free as well. Mm-hmm. And it'll compound. And if you do it right, you're making money that you don't have to pay the taxes on. 100%. As long as you don't pull it, as long as you don't pay, because eventually if you pull it before the allotted, I think, what is it, 65, 55, something like that. If you pull it out before that, you got to pay not only the tax, but also a 10% penalty on accessing those funds. So if you do it right, you start it early, you get into a good program with whether it's a good financial planner or whatever that can make you compounding anywhere from 3 to 5% plus a year or whatever. You're doing all right after 30 years, man. So people just need to realize that's all they need to do is just get into that shit early, take advantage of what's out there. And it sucks, but even if you're just working a job where you put $100 a paycheck in, man, you do that every week for fucking 5-10 years, and just let that sit and compound, you're fucking killing it after 20 years. So
hey, that's $5,200. That's $5,200 a year. You get to 10 years, you look up, blink, 10 years one way, and now you've had compounded interest on about $50,000. I mean, that's then some, and that's it. It's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good from this seat. Oh, also, one thing I started. You talked about it earlier when you were saying you paid a $1.25 a square foot. Now is the time to make those disrespectful offers. Now, right here in this market is the time to make those disrespectful offers. To go into a cocksucker's facility that's got it listed for $500,000 and go offer him $100,000. Period. What's the worst he can say? No, get the fuck out of here. You're crazy. Or you go back at him like Travis said and say, well, this motherfucker's been sitting here for 8 months. You just wanted to keep sitting, or you at least want to have a little bit of extra money in your pocket. And there is not a businessman or a real estate investor on this fucking planet that don't want a little bit of extra money in their fucking pocket. Go make disrespectful offers. Your new house, your new office, whatever. Go do it.
So we had to take a hit, because not a hit, but we had to negotiate that deal where, if anything happens in the unit, we're responsible. That was part of it. We were like, we'll give you extra income, because in their mind, it's like, all right, now I've got another tenant that wants me to do this and this, whatever. And so in their mind, it was, all right, it's more headache. So we said, no, we'll come in, we'll pay you this, and we'll take care of everything. I will only see you or call you once a month, and that's to give you rent. Other than that, you just go about your day. And so she was like, yeah, it's no brainer. So it was perfect. We cleaned up. We repainted. We put in some windows, some cages. We did a bunch of shit to it, man. And you know, for her that improved the unit. So it only improved the value on her building, and now it's making her monthly income. So
it's like you know what you're doing or something. Jeepers creepers. Man, oh man. Take notes, kids. If you ain't been taking notes today, you're doing yourself a severe disservice. We went down some doggone rabbit holes. Shit, we didn't even get to any of the crazy conspiracies and shit I was thinking of. But man, did we have a good fucking convo. Kids, you know what time it is. The final toke has been had. Time for finish the sentence, Travis. Cough it out. You'll be all right. Take a sip of water. Here we go. Right from the rip. Nice and easy, actually. And then we get progressively crazy. Number one. The one item I always make sure to get when I go to the grocery store is
man, people aren't gonna like this, but it's cigarettes.
oh, well, hey, I mean, at least when you go, they sell cigarettes at your grocery stores. They don't really sell cigarettes at grocery stores anymore. Well,
yeah,
I guess they kind of do.
It's a pain in the ass because you got to get like the customer service to come over and grab the key and fucking open it, but they're cheaper. They are cheaper.
Good
so,
point.
So
hey,
yeah,
what is a pack of smokes in California?
Like $9, $10.
A pack of smokes in California is $9. Try 17 here, kids. 17 for a pack of 20 smokes is how much it is here. It's fucking astronomical. I stopped smoking because of it. It's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking stupid. I can't afford the fucking shit. It's like, what the fuck am I doing? This is fucking dumb. I used to buy these packs. I used to buy a pack of fucking Newports for like $7. It is $6, and I thought that was fucking crazy. I'm like, no, you're out of your damn mind. I ain't doing this shit. Now, granted, when I used to smoke those things, I was fucking probably underage when I smoked those things. Mom, don't listen to this. I didn't say that.
I think they got rid of was it everywhere? I know they got rid of it in California.
What?
They're getting rid of menthols. They're getting rid of
really?
Yeah, there's no flavored like vapes and shit. I guess are going to be taken off the market. Like no flavored nicotine allowed.
Whoa, that's crazy. These are going to make these things very fucking interesting. Strawberry, watermelon, apple ice. Hey, that checked off all the boxes there you just mentioned. Not getting that in California.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2. Damn, that's wild. If I was wrongfully put into an insane asylum, I would convince the staff I'm not actually cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Bye.
Damn. I'd probably have to just figure out a way to get them all high. I don't know, because I feel like if we all just sat in a room together and I told them about the moon landing, they might.
Classic stoner logic. Just let me get high.
Like,
with them.
Holy shit, he's right.
They'll understand. Oh shit. Number 3. If I had a pet parrot, the first thing I'd teach it to say is
these nuts.
These nuts.
And I would try to teach it. You got to teach him comedic timing also, so he could just sit on my shoulder, and my wife will be like, "What do you want to get for dinner?" And all of a sudden, these nuts.
Oh, that would be electrifying. See, this is why I ask these questions. The D's nuts parrot. Oh, number 4. If I had to sing karaoke or karaoke, as some of them like to, some people like to call it, the song I would pick to sing in front of everybody is.
I usually do Red Hot Chili Peppers Under the Bridge, I believe is what it's called.
Hello, hello. Wait, is that not the right one? Is that Under the Bridge?
It's that fucking like, Under the Bridge.
Oh. We don't know the words to the fucking song. That's why they give you the scream.
That's why I do karaoke. I gotta see that shit.
Mine would undoubtedly, no question about it. I'm dropping panties with Just to Be Your Man. I'm going up there and I am just, baby, lock them doors and turn the lights down low. Put some music on it soft and slow. And I'm looking them all in the fucking eyes, just, baby, we ain't got no place to go. Hey, you telling me I wouldn't leave there without at least fucking I'd have to bring the fucking Rolodex. I'd be getting so many doggone numbers. I'm telling you what.
Fucking boot scooting boogie over here.
I'm telling you what, man. Fuck. Hey, there's something about a deep singing country boy that the old ladies love. So hey, you need me to karaoke. I only got one song. That's it. Ain't nobody fucking nothing else.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, this fucking show. How do you guys tune into this shit? Holy crap. Number 5. If I had to choose between never eating anything sweet again or never eating anything salty again, I would choose to, and why?
I'd go sweet.
Really?
Yeah, I'd probably get rid of sweet.
Damn.
I feel like I eat more. I don't eat sweets as much. I've tried to get away from, and when I do, I just fuck it. That's the problem. It's
Bad.
like
Bad.
if we get, the wife will show up with like Krispy Kreme donuts or some shit on a Saturday morning, and it's always a dozen. And then I realize after 3 of them that I have a problem, and so we can't have sugar in the house because I have a problem.
I do as well. I have a severe issue with candy and chocolates. I bought a box of truffles Friday. I bought a box of truffles, a box of Stroop waffles. And as you know, those like tiny waffles, they had like caramel in between the waffles, and then some chocolate muffins. And there is 2 waffles left and 2 muffins left. I can't have sweets in this house. It's so bad, dude. But I can't go without sweets. Like I love sweets, man. It's bad.
See that gets rid of so many foods. Like it's just McDonald's French fries. They're
Ooh.
number 1 on my list. Like a good steak, like garlic salt or some good salt and pepper. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could just eat it with pepper, but you got to do like garlic salt with like
It's got to be
garlic.
S&P and a little bit of GP, salt and pepper and garlic powder, man. That make the best doggone steak on the planet. You ain't got to do nothing else. Damn, dude, that's wow. I'm surprised you were just straight to the point. I would have. Damn. Now I'm actually kind of thinking about salty. No, like I would go salty. Whoa. Not your segment, mine. Number 6. If I had to choose between losing my phone each month for an entire day or losing my keys each month for an entire day, I would choose to.
I mean, shit, I don't go anywhere anyway, man.
It's a good point. It's a really good point. Same here.
I'm going
Take
to
my
choose
keys.
the phone, though, because that gives me one day where nobody can get a hold of me.
Right number, wrong time. Don't know. I just lost it. Can't explain it to
I don't know
you.
what happened to it. I'll find it tomorrow, I'm sure.
I know it's literally just going to be sitting on the end table tomorrow. Can't see it today, but tomorrow it's going to be right there. I promise you. Actually, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. Number 7. If I could choose between having a rewind button or a pause button on life, I would choose
Rewind for sure.
Yeah, I think so as well. Because like
Mainly
pause,
just
then,
for like crypto and shit, bro. I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy this on that day, and then on that day I'm just gonna sell because that's gonna be the top.
knowing our luck,
100%
the
do that.
opposite would happen or some shit. Knowing our luck, like it would just be the complete fucking opposite. You hit the
Because you
rewind
buy
button.
so much, and then you try to go dump it, it just won't let you because you can't fill the order or some shit, and then you're just stuck holding it anyway. I feel like that would happen.
That'd be our fucking luck. 3 more and you're out of here. Number 8. If I had to choose, between fighting 50 cat-sized humans or fighting 1 human-sized cat, I would choose to.
I'd go cat-sized humans, bro.
I think so
You could
too.
take out at least 5 or 6 with one kick.
And just fucking start punting them little motherfuckers.
We talked about yeeting the other day. I would 100% yeet every one of those little
Yeet the
motherfuckers.
fuck out of those little bastards.
Like the
Hey,
rest.
fuck you!
Oh yeah, little
Yeah,
people. I mean, not little people, but little people.
I
would
feel,
say
but cat-sized humans.
cat-sized humans for sure.
I feel like a human-sized cat would just one quick,
Oh, that'd fuck you up, bro.
and your ass would go flying 3 blocks over, and that would be the end of fucking any chance you had. Holy
Dude,
shit!
a human-sized cat is a fucking lion.
That's
I'm
a
not
good
gonna
point.
fight a lion.
That's a very good point. You know, maybe a little bit bigger than a lion. I don't need that shit in my life. 150%. 2 more. If I had to teach a class right now, the subject would be.
I would do cannabis manufacturing 101.
Ooh. Any specific form of cannabis manufacturing?
So I would go from I would probably cover extraction,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd start with
I'd sign up just for that.
So yeah, I'd go mechanical extraction, so like pressing rosin and shit first. Non-volatile extraction, so like alcohol washes, ethanol-based extraction, and then volatile, so like your butane, isobutane, propane mix kind of extraction, and then possibly like distillation and post-production. That was my forte.
Well, you're not as goofy as you look.
No, cannabis chem was where I got my start, man. I blew. I didn't
After
blow
you
my lab up.
spilt a whole fucking barrel of sludge on your ass.
So I was doing like an iodine reaction one time, and so we were trying to do conversions of CBN. So CBD to CBN to THC. So if you start with nothing but CBD, so basically these guys were trying to take hemp and turn it into delta 9 THC. And so we had a process that we had read about, and we were kind of like working on that. You do an iodine reaction after you convert the CBD to the CBN, and it brings it back to THC. I didn't have a vent or a hood, and if you boil iodine, so we had it in like a basically yeah. So we had it basically on the boiling plate with no vent, and it got so hot that it turned all the walls in the lab yellow because of the iodine in the air. So it was basically creating an iodine smoke, and all the walls in the lab of that corner just turned like a fucking mustard yellow. And so everybody freaked out because they thought I created like some sort of mustard gas. And they wouldn't go in the room. And so I had to go in and just scrub the fucking walls down and be like, yeah, I should have probably done this under the hood. My bad.
Just blowing fucking iodine all over the damn facility.
Yeah, it was a bad one.
This is why we do this segment, kids. Whenever would you else have known about that? Holy shit.
Good
Number
times.
10. Good times. Number 10. As always, if onions weren't called onions, I would call them.
I want to say something like tear flaps, but that's I feel like because you pull them layer by layer, if you cut it in half, it's kind of flappy. Like you pull the flap off, and it creates like little, but it makes you cry at the same time.
Bro, I'm sitting here, and the first thing that comes to my head, because I didn't think about this first thing that comes to my fucking head is crying layered balls. That's just first.
Tear balls would be good.
Tear balls for sure. Layered balls of tear.
Layered balls of tears. I like that because you could read it on paper. It's tear. You could read it as tear, I believe. So
And you would
layered
never
balls
know.
of tear. Yeah.
And you would never
It
know
works
if
both
you're
ways.
actually going to tear it or you're going to tear up. You never know if it's a pungent bastard or not. Hey, do you want to know how to avoid having the waterworks next time you cut some onions? Cut that son of a bitch in half and don't cut off the roots. Don't cut off the roots. That's what makes you fucking cry, and everybody does that. And also, you want to dice something really fucking fast? Let me learn you something real quick. Go all the way up to the root, slice, and then make a 45-degree cut and a 90-degree cut to where those touch, and then go, and you will have the best fucking diced onion you ever had in your fucking life. And it takes you 2 seconds other than fucking slicing it, then turning it, then fucking doing all your shit, and you're over there struggling. Be easy on yourself. Just a little chef Cap and Colt tip.
That's good. That's good knife work right there.
Hey, you
That's
know,
good
I
tip.
do a little something. Little do you know, I actually I was gonna go to culinary school. I actually visited a couple of culinary schools, and that was my passion. It still is. I want to own restaurants. I would love to like guest chef in a restaurant, and I still got some connections in the hospitality industry, and I've been working to build those back again. And yeah, man, I wanted to be a chef and just do the whole thing. And I don't know what made me ever steer away from it. It's the wanting to be an investor over the CEO mindset, right? The CEO of Coca-Cola made $50 million last year. 50% of that's going to the fucking government, right? Warren Buffett invested 50 million in fucking Coca-Cola last year, and he made about 700 billion, whatever the fucking number is, right? And that's all tax-free. That's investment money. So, I want to be the investment over the fucking CEO. And I guess that was kind of like, damn, I would rather own the restaurant than just be the chef. And I wanted to, so I went the business route, and it's always been on the back of my mind. But ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Travioli Pastore. What was that?
I thought I lost my bong there for a second.
Oh, shit. Well, since you're doing the 12 days of Chadmas, I think I'll make you give out an NFT on the show. Ain't no reason for that. You're already fucking damn Santa Claus as it is. Maybe we'll do something special for next week with Christmas coming up. Who's to say, who's to know? I just got to see more people live on the show. I mean, that's all I ask, you know? Hey, more people live on the show, and we can make it happen, Captain. But, you know, hey, it takes a little bit of sharing, a little retweet, and say, bring your happy ass in here, motherfuckers. Have a mental vacation. Do some laughing. Do some token. Do some learning. We covered all of that shit today. I mean, we laughed. We thought, well, I briefly cried there at the end. So you know what? Actually, we laughed. We cried. We thought, hey, full day, and it ain't even past noon Eastern on the damn Pacific coast. Travioli, before I wrap this thing up the only way I know how, any last final closing thoughts? Burning on the brain, melting on the heart, festering on the soul. You've been dying to get out to the Diamond Hand fam.
Well, that was one of them.
Bless you. Nice LeBron zip up too, by the way. That fucker's cold. Yeah, man.
It's getting chilly out, man. I had to start busting out all my winter clothes.
Watch out. Yeah, I got a bomber on too. It's actually damn, it is actually cold today. Damn. I don't know why I'm only going bomber. It's 34 degrees here right now.
Well, so Chadma convinced me of this to make myself feel better about being basically a whiny little B word in the cold. Mm-hmm. He said, change your shit to Celsius. So now when I look at my phone, it says it's 14 degrees outside, which makes me feel a lot better about being as cold as I am. Because I'm like, that makes sense. It's 14. That's why I'm so cold. Smart move, Chadma. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Change everything to wow. So that means like it would be negative a gajillion here or something right now. I don't know what that conversion is. Me, stupid American. I know. Go ahead and say it. I know you're thinking it. But yeah, I mean, hey, you know, that's a remarkable discovery.
But to answer your first question. Excuse me. The AMA, of course, as always, yes. We're going to be doing our weekly AMA. I'm also going to be putting out a tweet congratulating those that joined us this morning for day 2 of Chadmas, and also putting out the link for tomorrow's day 3 of the 12 days of Chadmas. So definitely set your reminders for tomorrow morning. Join us in the AMA. We're going to be talking about Saturday again. I'm going to be bringing Kayla in there if she's not busy, so she can come up and give us a full breakdown. That'll be a recorded space, so if you can't make it, you can always listen back later. As always, thank you, sir, for another wonderful Tuesday. It's always a pleasure. And
blessed and a half.
I look forward to the weeks are going by quick, which makes it more fun because then it's like you blink and we're doing this again. So it's I'm enjoying it, man. So let's keep it rocking.
They just keep getting better and better. The pleasure's all mine, man. You were the first person I approached when I kicked this fucking thing off, and you've been rocking with me from the jump, and it just keeps getting better and better and funner and funner. And we we go down rabbit holes, and in having Tuesday makes me better on other days, right? It allows me to open up more on other days. I just go down rabbit holes and with you, and it's just like, fuck, it makes this podcasting thing a whole lot easier, right? When I'm able to connect with people on this show that I truly care about, that I fuck with heavy, that I'd fucking take a bullet for in the space, and then bringing somebody on that I don't know, I can keep that same energy. And so selfishly, you're helping me as much as you don't know it. So appreciate you, man. And fucking another Token Tuesday in the books, brother. It's whoo. We covered some shit today. I'm a damn Deezy. Holy fuck. Deezy's been faux producing the show for me, helping me out a little bit with some clips and some shit. So Deezy, I'm gonna need you today, boy. We need some timestamps because there was way too much fucking shit we talked about. But we will catch y'all on the next space, next bit of content, most likely the AMA tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. But before we get out of here, you guys know the drill. The only way I know how to close this doggone thing out. That's it. That's a wrap. Paper or
plastic.
Put a bow on that sumbitch. Episode 124. Oh, that was 2. This is 4. 124 of the Door Show is officially over. No mas, no mo. Time to get on up, get on out. Before we do a couple of things, I need to remind you. Number 1, it is a terrific, nay, tremendous, nay, tremendous Tuesday to be alive. The rest is up to me and thee, and I'm choosing to push around some PLP. That stands for peace, love, and positivity. For those of you that are new to the acronym, and I humbly ask you do the same. Maybe dash in a little bit of kindness as you go on about this Tuesday as well. Why? You might be asking yourself. Well, much like my mother said on Lava and Clams this morning, who are you to not be kind to somebody? Who are you to add more bullshit to somebody else's bullshit plate and day? Nobody. And it also costs 0 fiat, 0 ETH, 0 soul, and 0 of any of them other shit coins you care to be invested in right now, you doggone degenerate. Quit wasting your money and just start doing what's free. I hope you have. The legendary Travis Pastore hopes you have. Or Travis Pastore, if you're a native American, hopes you have a spectacular rest of your Tuesday, unless you have any other plans. And last but certainly not least, being that this show's member of the Diamond Hand Media Group, you see it over there. We ask that you always remember at DHM, we don't only hold, we hold each other up. And right now is one hell of a time to flex those diamond hands. Appreciate the hell out of each and every one of you guys, man. I say this on every bit of content I do, but because of you, I get to stay on the consistent, persistent pursuit of my passion, and that I am forever indebted and forever grateful. I will keep paying it back by bringing the electricity on every single show, every single space, or anywhere you find me, and that is my promise to you. Thank you for allowing me to edutain you yet on another day. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit that notification bell if you haven't already. And I'll see you back here, same place, same time, for another episode of The Door Show, number 125 tomorrow, December the 14th, 2022. But until then, my friends, peace
And love.